I know that there's purpose over my life. There is something that I'm supposed to do that is beyond myself. And I just knew that from an early age. I love that you know this story.
Of course I can know this story, because this is such a good story.
But you're good at your job. Hey, y'all. My name is Peaches.
I know. Hey everyone, it's Paolo, and welcome to our very first episode of A Spoonful of Paolo's 15th season. Can you believe it? Well, today we are celebrating big because I am going to be talking with Grammy winner, Oscar, Tony, and Emmy-nominated actor, the one and only Danielle Brooks. Now, she's back in the hit TV series Peacemaker to talk about season 2. But if you want to talk to someone who can manifest dreams, it's Danielle herself. And I can't wait. See you with the fabulous Danielle Brooks.
Spoonful of Paolo, here we go.
Are we good?
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. It's our first episode of season 15. Can't believe it. Hi. I can't believe it. You're here.
I'm here with you.
Like, you're finally here on A Spoonful of Paolo. What an honor it is. Just thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for just trusting me, believing in me, and coming here out of your busy day.
Of course.
You know, so much has been happening to you in these last couple months, but I have to say that the last time I saw you was on the purple carpet for The Color Purple when I was a correspondent for Oprah Daily.
Yes.
And I remember like waiting for you to come up, and I was watching you talk to like all the reporters, from the junkets. And you just seemed so present. Like I would see you look around, I would see you really taking in what everyone was telling you and how amazing you were in The Color Purple.
Thank you.
And then you came to me and I had that 30 seconds and it felt like it was longer because you were so there.
Congratulations. So my question is for Oprah Daily. You know, Oprah's known as the godmother of The Color Purple. How did it feel to have her be so involved and to be under her watchful eye as you brought this new film to life?
I mean, when you say the godmother of Color Purple, honey, that is what she is, and I am Cinderella, and when that midnight clock hits, it ain't no turning back. It ain't no turning back, honey. I'm staying in the dress, and I'm basking in all of it.
Are you aware of how present you are when you are, being loved and people are telling you how amazing you are? Did you know that, how present you are?
First of all, thank you for saying that. It's really kind to say that. I feel like now I am aware of when I'm locked in or not present. For that moment particularly, yes, because that was a major deal. And I know how quickly those moments come and they go.
They do.
So I was like, I really want to take this in, embrace what is happening, kind of remember exactly what everybody had on, what was going on. And it's hard because there's so much going on. Yeah. So it's really tough to like zone in and take in the person that you're with or the moment that you're having. But it was crucial to me. It was so crucial because to get to play Sophia in The Color Purple, something that, means so much to the culture, to myself,
I know.
But also to have played it on Broadway for a year, to have this huge moment where the world can finally see what I had done, not just the amazing theater goers of New York City, that come to New York. That was major.
I know it was major.
I gotta take this in.
I mean, I could get emotional just thinking about your journey.
Thank you.
You're just such an inspiration. We'll talk more about that later, but I just want to say Peacemaker 2, it's finally happening, season 2. We've been waiting years for it to come back.
I know.
James Gunn, who's the master behind it all, and also Superman, which was a big hit this summer. I know that he was a big fan of Orange is the New Black, and he saw you and he loved you. And then one day he called you to be a part of this huge series. What does that feel like for an actor? Because I know it can be intimidating when you don't have to audition and you just go straight and do it.
Yeah.
But what does that feel like when someone who's so big, a creator, director, a writer, producer, and says, I want you for this? That's got to feel like, because you've been working your whole life for this moment, So what does that feel like?
First of all, you better do your research. Yes, but it feels incredible because, when you're first starting out in your career, you hear so many no's. No.
I know.
Maybe, no. And so when you finally get to the point in your career where someone of the stature, the level of a James Gunn is interested in you, and you don't have to prove yourself, it's like, whoa, I think we're on the right path, you know, like all of the trials and tribulations that I have endured are showing basically the fruits of my labor are showing. You know what I mean? I'm actually getting to see all of that hard work be manifested. And so it was incredible to have him call me, or we zoomed, and him to say, hey, I'm doing this show. I'm really interested in you. Now, it is a little nerve-wracking.
I know.
It's nerve-wracking.
I know.
Because you don't understand, or I didn't understand the tone of what it is he wants to capture. Like, what is the story? I haven't done action yet at the time. So even reading the script was kind of like, I've joked to before, it kind of felt like Braille to me, because I was like, I don't know what a butterfly is. We're talking mobile units now, and like this, you know, different universes and worlds that I've never stepped into. And so it was an adjustment for me. But the first day, I think I got hazed. He kind of hazed me a little bit.
Really?
A little bit, like, because he loves improv. He loves the improv. And so there's a scene, my first day. First day with everybody there, John Cena. And mind you, the Peacemaker crew, they're all friends. They've known each other for a long time. Outside of Vigilante, played by Freddie Strong, because Freddie came in later. But they all are tight. And so I didn't know anyone, and he's like, try this way, try that way. But he's laughing uncontrollably.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, okay, I think I'm doing well. But it was like, it went on for like, probably 15, 20 minutes. Gosh. It was pretty intense.
I mean, your character at the bio, I mean, you can just see in each episode of season 1 that she's really finding her strength. And then by episode 8, you see like, okay, girl, she got it.
Yes.
You don't mess with her. And I know in season 2, like she's really going to be finding her strength and her optimism, because she's growing. And she's just so much fun to watch.
Yeah,
it's like, I'm glued to watching you. And I know I speak for everyone. You're just so good at the character.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. She's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, I think this is the only show, I speak for so many people, that we don't skip the intro. Like, you know, when you're watching a show and you see the same intro.
I'm always skipping intro.
Honest to God, God is watching me right now, okay? 8 episodes of the first season, we never skip the intro because it's so captivating seeing your dance moves and stuff. So I know that in season 2, there's a lot more people in it and it is a lot harder. So I cannot wait to see that.
Oh my God, it stressed me out. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get this dance.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, but we got it. And then it's also like watching some of the actors try to do it is quite hilarious.
Yeah.
But they pulled it together at the end of the day, because we're a quirky group. You know, we're all coming from different walks of life.
Yeah, you guys got that chemistry. You can see it. You see it on screen. God, you are so beautiful. Can I just say that? You are, and it's not just your looks and how gorgeous, but it's just the inside. I can just feel your kindness. It's just, I feel it.
Thank you.
I know.
Have we talked about this?
Yeah, did you guys see this? Like, I mean, this is pretty amazing.
I don't know if we talked about this.
It wasn't even planned. I can wait for our photo shoots after. You know, you've been acting for almost, I mean, since you were 6 years old. I mean, you played a baby girl in a church production. I think it was the Nativity play.
Yeah.
And you never gave up on your dreams. And you were 6 years old. You know, when you were 15 years old, your dad took you to see The Color Purple.
Yeah.
It was your first Broadway show. And then 10 years later, with so many rejections and so many no's, you landed Sophia in The Color Purple. 10 years later, and then nearly 10 years after that, you landed Sophia in the Color Purple movie. I know that Sophia's had a huge impact in your life and your career, but what do you think is that connection between you and Sophia? Because there's something there with you two and the love you have for her.
Yeah, I think it really goes back to what I believe characters are also there to give you a gift. And I think there was a lot of growth that Danielle needed to go through, you know, being a new artist and just really finding my feet in this industry, because I think people forget, maybe they don't, but we got thrown into fame, you know, because you watch Orange is the New Black, and in the course of 13 hours, we became famous. And I was 22 when that show started. I didn't know what I was doing, you know what I mean? And then, again, back to all of those no's, you know, I still heard no's with theater before booking my first Broadway show, which was Color Purple, like you mentioned. And so it was just these things in the back of my head that felt like I'm not enough. I'm not really worthy of this? A lot of self-doubt, but I really think that Sophia came along my way because I needed her for this next phase of my life. You know what I mean? To be the best mom I can be, to be strong and firm in who I am as an individual and as a person, as an artist. I gained from her. You know, I talked about before, and you know this, but hell no, how much that meant to me to be able to say hell no to my fears and things that really were just holding me back, you know, and in turn say hell yes to other opportunities and things to come my way now too. So she just really rounded me to be a stronger person. So I'm glad I got to play her for like a year and year plus. I needed that year plus. You know, it was like my therapy.
You know, let me see, because I asked this question to Oprah Winfrey when she was a guest recently in our show, and I want to ask you this. You know, if Sophia was born, you know, at a different time, she would be considered a trailblazer. But because of the time she was born in, people saw her power as a threat. But if Sophia could see the future and see Danielle Brooks and see all the things that she's going to accomplish and see her voice and the power that she has to standing up for good, equality, and love, I mean, what do you think she would say about Danielle Brooks?
Go on, girl, with your bad self. I think she'll say, go on, girl, with your bad. Don't stop. Don't you stop now. Go on, girl.
Oh my God, I love that so much. You know, one story I remember is when you were going to Juilliard, your mom came with you because they didn't want you to go alone when you were going for your audition. And you left the school to go to the hotel and you guys got lost. You were followed.
I love that you know this story.
Of course I know this story because this is such a good story.
But you're good at your job. Because a lot of people don't do this. And I talk to my PR team all the time. I tell them, people are like, what kind of question is this? Why do I have to say the same shit over and over again? So it's so refreshing to sit with you.
Oh my God, that is so nice.
So refreshing.
That is so nice.
So
that is real. Thank you. You know, because your story is just, I want everyone to know your stories, all the little bits and pieces to how you, and where you got to today. There's so much that you did. So when you guys left there and you're following your mom and you guys got lost, you got back at 2, 3 in the morning, and then you had to wake up that next day early in the morning. So you go to your audition. You didn't even tell them that you had no sleep or you were tired. You just showed up and did it. The rest is history. You made it.
Yes.
But that must have felt like such a huge accomplishment for you to have done that and not to give up.
Oh, yes. I was a determined little 17-year-old. I mean, because we were lost. My mama didn't know what she was doing at all, you know, as far as navigating New York City. But I was like determined. We're going to figure out how to get to Juilliard to do this audition. We get to that audition. And I remember, like, because it was a storm. And so half of the people, because there's only 40 that get to go to this final audition. And about 20 made it to the first day because it's a 2-day process. And the other 20 made it to the second day. I was in that group. Literally the last one arrived. So we're all sitting on the floor. Kathy Hood, who's one of the heads of Juilliard Drama Division, she's like, all right, everybody, introduce yourself. And so I go up and I stand up and I'm like, hey, y'all, my name is Peaches.
I know.
And they were like, who the hell is this
That
girl?
was so smart.
And I was like, okay, I'm just kidding. My name is Danielle Brooks, da-da-da. And it really was smart. It was like, I knew I had to make an impression.
Brilliant.
I had to let them see who I was.
Yeah.
And so I did that. And once I got into Juilliard, they would not stop calling me Peaches for like a year.
You're like, after you were like, just
I was like, I had to be like, okay, y'all, my name is not Peaches. Stop
Call me
playing
Danielle.
with me. Yeah.
Let's give it up now, okay? I got in now, so it's all good.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
There's a conversation I know you remember with your mom. I think you were 17 years old, and your mom thought, okay, maybe after Juilliard, you're going to go back home to Greensville and do theater there. And you told your mom that, no, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to stay. I mean, you knew at 17 years old where you wanted to go.
Yes.
I think that is so courageous.
Thank
to
you.
even tell your mom, who I know loves you so much, but to stand up and say, no, this is where I'm going to be.
Yeah.
You must be so happy with that decision that you made.
Hell yeah. Oh my God, yeah. My mother has such a huge hand in me finding my path, you know, putting me into special arts middle school, arts high school. She really shaped that portion of my life. But once your child leaves the nest and you can't control what happens, it's a whole different ball game. So she was scared. And she did believe I was going to come back, you know, at some point. And I was like, no, this is where I need to be. So during the summers, I wouldn't leave. You know, I would stay. I would paint the walls of Juilliard, like, because they're white, big old walls.
You're like, we got to fix this up.
We would get paid, I don't know, $20 an hour, not even, probably $13 an hour. I don't remember. It was cheap.
Yeah.
We would paint the walls and, you know, just finding odd jobs. I worked in the student affairs office, international affairs, ushered, anything I could do to make that rent, to, you know, get on the subway, survive. Anything I could do, I was, you know, doing it because I knew I had to stay, and what was for me was not going to be in Greenville.
Oof.
Yeah.
And I think what's so cool is that your beautiful godmother, when she passed away, she left you $20,000 to be used at Juilliard. Like, that's what she wanted. And what a beautiful investment.
I know.
What do you think she would think or say about your life today and all the accomplishments that you've done, from school to your acting career to Broadway? What do you think she would say?
I think about her all the time. I just became a member of Delta Sigma Theta.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's a huge deal for me. And she was a member of Delta Sigma Theta.
Wow.
And a lot of that is about giving back to your community and pouring into your community. And she did that with me. She had no husband, she had no children. You know, she had family, but she saw something in my dream. And so what I've done is started the Annie Edge Scholarship in her honor. I've done it for about 5 years.
Wow.
And at first it was just for my church because they really had a huge hand also in me finding what I wanted to do. But now I'm expanding it.
Wow.
And so now I'm about to do a monologue competition back home and expanding the scholarship to a student from Governor's School as well as a student outside of Governor's School.
You're paying it forward, basically.
I have to. And that's what I got to do. And I know that's what she would want. You know, I think she would be so proud of how far I've come. I think she would watch probably everything CBS Morning and watch you, Paolo.
Oh my God.
I think she would watch all the things that I do. But most importantly, I would hope that she would be grateful that I am passing it forward. That's what I think she would want the most.
And I know another thing she's passed forward to you and your grandmother and your mom is unconditional love.
Yeah.
You know, I know that this was a big thing. And I wonder how receiving all that from these three beautiful, powerful women, how that has shaped you into the mother that you are today with your 5-year-old Freya. Like, how do you think that has shaped you?
I'm so grateful. I mean, you know, that's when you're an actor, one of the best gifts is that you get to study people. That's like, to me, I love being able to like see how this person is the way that they are. And a lot of it goes back to their childhood. And so for me to have had the base that I have, I am not slow to know that I'm very blessed. There are a lot of people that don't have that foundation, that strong foundation, people to love on them, to celebrate them, to push them forward, to say, yes, you can do it. There's a lot of people that don't have that. And for me to have had that in so many women, but specifically those 2-3 women, I am just like, thank you, God, because that's helped me to be who I am. And so now I'm a mama. That's all I'm focused on, you know, and that's why I don't want to have too many kids, because I can't spread myself thin too much. Because when you give birth and you have that child, the amount of love that you feel, like a part of me felt like, will I have the capacity to love her with all of my being the way I was loved? I didn't know if I could do that. But I don't know, you get some juice, something happens.
It just comes in.
Yeah, because a lot of it's like, will you be able to refill your own cup? Like, will you not be able to pour into yourself or your husband or your spouse or your parents and, you know, whomever is in your life? But you are, you know, you can. And so, yeah, I'm just grateful to be Freya's mom and see who she becomes.
I think it's so beautiful because I know being a mother wasn't on your radar, but when you saw that pregnancy test, I know you were crying, and it wasn't really fair. I think it was that moment you said you knew that's what you were supposed to be doing, that your calling was to be a mother. And look at you now, like, it's just, I mean, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Your husband's gorgeous too. Your Haitian husband, Dennis, he's gorgeous. You guys been married for a little bit over 3 years. Girl, you got it. Okay, you know, another thing I was thinking about about the story about your dad. I think when you were 11 years old, you went to this mall in New York to audition for Apollo because you wanted to be an Apollo kid. And I think you had 3 auditions, and it
was in Greenville.
In Greenville,
we would go to the mall.
Yes. And did you have 3 auditions?
Yes, I did.
And then you didn't get, and you were so
and they were
sad.
separate. They weren't like
was
back
it
to back.
all?
It was 1 year audition, the next year audition.
Oh my God! So that was a long process. Now I understand why you were so bummed. And then you told your dad, and that's why your dad said, "Well, you have to be 1 in 1,000 to get something like that." And you said, "Do you remember what you said?" I know what you said.
I want to be one of those thousands, Daddy. Yes.
Where did that come from? When you say that to your dad, and at the time you were 11 years old, and 1 year at a time you're doing these auditions. Where does that determination come from to say that to your dad and say, "I want to be one of those thousands of kids to get it"?
I really wish I knew. I think some things are just birthed inside of you. Even you starting this, like it's something in you that's saying, no, I know that there's purpose over my life. Oof. There is something that I'm supposed to do that is beyond myself. And I just knew that from an early age. And it wasn't that I saw some big star and I wanted to be like her. Now I do have those people, but that's not where it was birthed from. So I do think the church has a big hand in the purpose portion of it all, knowing there's just a gift that I'm supposed to share with the world. I think I definitely got that from them. Now the expansion of that, I think I'm just born with, it's just yes, I got to be 1 out of 1,000. I'm special, and I don't know how to get there, but I'm special. I know it, which is crazy because I was still a really shy kid.
You were a shy kid,
I was a shy kid. I have video of me singing at the church. They gave me a solo, and I'm sitting there with all the words, because I was scared I was going to forget it.
But you knew the words, but you were just afraid.
So afraid. Yeah. I can't barely sing. It's really bad.
God, the thing that having fear, what it can do to one, it can really change things. But you knew you had it. Yeah. But when that fear creeps in, it puts doubt and stuff in you. But you knew
you gotta push
you
through
knew it.
Yeah, I knew to push through it.
I know you had a little fear when you were working at the MAC cosmetic store. You were singing at the windows to bring people in. And I know it wasn't you didn't like the job, but I think when you were a job that you really didn't like, but you were just there and there was a reason why. Did you ever think while you were doing that one day that you're going to be a Grammy winner and then you're also going to be an Oscar, Emmy, Tony nominated actor? Did that ever honestly cross your mind, your path? Nothing, never didn't. Wow.
No, I just wanted to do theater. I just wanted to be on the stage, which we both know pays nothing. You know what I mean? Now there were desires, because I did that one of those summers in between college. And so there's desires of hitting this level. There's a desire to get to give that speech one day. I'm watching Whoopi Goldberg or Halle Berry or Viola Davis, because those became my inspirations, And
now
so,
you're working with Viola Davis.
I know. Okay. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, we don't know about season 2. We don't know. But I know if you saw season 1, you know something.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it because people are still binge watching it, getting ready for this. Yeah. But okay, that's wild.
You have that desire.
Of course. Yeah, you do.
But you just don't know if and how and what it will look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy when you look back. You I did that, and I did that. I did that too. I got that. Okay, what? It's crazy.
You sure did that.
I'm grateful.
I don't know, talking to you, I feel like you're the type of girl that I could see you singing so beautifully in the shower, singing so loud. Are you because I sing and I can't sing.
What's your song though?
It's Hillary Duff songs. I don't want to tell you what my songs
that's so
are.
Cute.
Brittany Hillary. My husband and I, we're Brittany Hillary fans, and Danielle fans too. But do you sing in the shower or no? You don't.
I sing in the shower, but the thing is, I have to take such quick showers because I got so much to do.
You're I got no time to sing.
I ain't got time to sing. I used to.
Priya's calling me. Then your husband's calling you. Your agent's calling you.
Dog.
Yeah, the dog.
I ain't got no time.
Mommy, just take a shower.
I really have yet. You saying that, I really have not sung in the shower. And people that sing in the shower have time. That's what my new theory is. People that sing in the shower have time.
Well, next time you sing in the shower, think of me. Think, oh my God, I'm actually singing in the shower. I have a few minutes to do it.
I have to DM you and be like,
yes.
I sang today in the shower.
My last question is that, I know there was a moment in your life and your career that you didn't feel seen. So I wonder today, sitting here with me and everything that's been happening, especially in these last 5 months with the Minecraft movie, The Bad Guys 2, Peacemaker 2, do you feel seen right now in this moment?
I think you've made me feel seen today. I really mean that sincerely. Just from this interview, like I have, I've been so blessed to be interviewed by so many people, but I really think there's been a lack of care, where it's just like, okay, let me get this done. Okay, let me see. Okay, they was born in Georgia. That's what IMDb say. Okay, like nobody's really caring enough to hear you when you actually do speak. So I appreciate that. I really feel seen today. Thank you for that. It doesn't have to be like, my face is plastered on every billboard and I'm in every magazine. That's wonderful, but that doesn't always mean that people see you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or maybe they see you, but it's an artificial way. And I feel genuinely seen today. So I appreciate you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Look, I'm gay, but I love you.
I love you too.
I love you so much. Okay, speaking of feeling seen, it's your birthday next month. You know that.
Oh my God.
September 17, right?
September 17.
You are young. I have like 17 nieces and nephews. I got a big Italian family, and everyone knows you from different movies, which I love. Like the Minecraft movie, The Bad Guys 2 that just came out. It did so well. Peacemaker 2, my brother. Yeah, it's so good. You guys got there's so it's just I love seeing how people know you from different aspects of your life, your career. But I said, Patrick, we gotta get her something.
No.
So, it's her birthday. We gotta get you something. So we went shopping because we gotta celebrate your birthday. You bring so much love to the world. You bring so much love to people who are watching that we're like, okay, Danielle Brooks, this is for you.
So kind.
And you can open it now. You can open it. See if you like it.
First of all, it's like good job. It's like good job. Thank you. This is thoughtful. Oh my gosh. And I'm a sentimental girl. Okay. I will cherish this forever. Okay. Whatever it is, I will cherish it.
Thank you.
I see purple.
Yeah, purple. You gotta incorporate it somehow.
Oh my Lord. This is so kind.
You got another purple.
I got more purple. Ooh, she bad. Ooh, wait. Don't hurt him now. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you. I came empty-handed. Okay. You must be a lucky man, because if I'm getting these gifts, ain't no telling. Y'all going on trips to Spain?
Well, look, we photoshopped you a photo with the glasses on to make sure she's gonna look sexy, she's gonna look hot. We went to the Gucci store, and the girl who I showed, she's like, I know who she is. I'm like, excuse me, okay. She's like, she's gonna love. And I said, but how long have you had these glasses? They're new. We just got them, because I want to make sure you didn't have them. And then when we saw the purple, I'm like, I know that's had such a huge impact in your life and your career, and so I'm like, we have to do it. So
I will keep
happy
these
early birthday
forever. I will pass these on to Freya when the time is right and tell her about you.
Oh my God, that is so nice.
This is so awesome. I really, 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 really appreciate it.
You bring so much love to the world at a time where we need it so much. I remember when I saw you in The Color Purple with my husband on Broadway in 2015, and I remember, they like Oprah says, there's only a few shows you walk out and you remember. And I remember walking out with my husband and seeing you, Jennifer Hudson, and Cynthia Erivo. But I just remembered you so much because your performance touched us. And then when I got to interview for The Color Purple for Oprah, it was so quickly. And I told Patrick, she's going to be a guest on our show one day. And I want anyone who's watching out there that I've had this dream for a long time, for 10 years. So to know that you took time out of your busy schedule to come sit here and trust me, I say thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Okay?
And I do it again.
And you do it again. Girl, 10 years, we'll see you again.
Thank
okay.
You.
I love you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye everyone. And make sure you catch Peacemaker Season 2. It is out on the 21st. And you're going to love it. You're going to love it. And how can you not? Because we all love you. Danielle Brooks,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, move on to the next one. Bye.
Let them know.
Oh my God.
Let 'em know.
Danielle,
This is
thank you so
kind.
much.
The whole interview.
Oh,
You got something special.
that is so kind.
Very special.
But it's like you said, I just love we love what we do. We love what we do. Dream big.
Spoonful of Paulo.
I love you, Oprah. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.